y'all. Thank you so much for taking a first look with me at the 4 new warmers coming spring and summer to the Scentsy catalog. I'm surprised by what I feel about these warmers, and I can't wait to talk about it. As a quick reminder, my name is Stacy. I do use mostly 25-watt and up Scentsy warmers, as I am a Scentsy consultant. Those warmers are typically on for about 15 hours a day. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so we can stay in touch. If you've been with me for a while, you know that Scentsy warmers are what tended to keep me at the Scentsy party. I've been a consultant for just over a year for Scentsy, but I have been purchasing Scentsy warmers in earnest since 2009, and I have an extensive collection as a hostess and a customer for all of those years of Scentsy warmers, and they are far and away my favorite warmers for many reasons. But with all that experience, I got totally wrong based on looking at the catalog, which warmer I was going to like best. This is the Wildflower warmer, and despite it being a 25-watt warmer, I was a bit underwhelmed with it when I saw it in the catalog. Now, it is a 25-watt warmer. It has this great notch out that allows it to sit level. The price point is really good at $45. But the thing that the catalog doesn't really feature is how diffused the background is on this warmer. And that's really important to me as somebody who doesn't like a lot of glare. Now, this is a 25-watt bulb, so it's going to be bright. And I always know that, so I'm looking for warmers that are more diffuse. I mean, you can see this does provide a lot of light, and over the top you can see how bright the bulb is. But when you look here, all the detailing of the flowers really does pop. I'm not sure if it's coming through on camera in the same way, but you cannot see like the kind of bright line of the light bulb inside because it is frosted in the background in a way that is gorgeous. And the other thing that I really think is not reflected, and it may not be reflected here, I can't see the camera, but just is how detailed the flowers are. They're more multidimensional than they originally appear. Now, this is the cover warmer. I will say, just noticing right now, this is much heavier of a dish, like a warming dish. This dish is heavier than the Wildflower dish. But this is the cover warmer, and it's periwinkle petals. As someone who loves the dragonfly warmer, which I have out over here, I was so excited to see another mosaic warmer. Really thrilled, and I knew this was going to be my favorite. Spoiler alert, it is not my favorite warmer. Now, I do love mosaic designs, and when this warmer is off, I think the saturation of color in the mosaic is beautiful and well balanced. Mosaic warmers do have inconsistencies, but I think if you like a mosaic warmer, you expect that because they are individual pieces brought together to make a whole. Now, this is also a 25-watt warmer, and where this warmer goes sideways for me is the exact reason that the Wildflower warmer shines. So for me, this is so bright, and I'm not sure if it's reflecting on camera, but the green tones here are very washed out when the light bulb comes on, and I can see every detail of this light bulb. It's very bright, and that's a bit headache inducing for me. To me, this is brighter than Snowstopper. If you saw that, it's brighter than the Tiger's Eye pumpkin warmer. I can literally see the base and every detail of the light bulb. So it's very little difference from the top to the side here. It does cast a nice shape all the way around, and I do think that like the blue saturation is beautiful, but for me in particular, the mass of these green leaves are just not saturated enough to provide enough diffusion for me to want to use this as a personal warmer. Now, I do love the notch out that it has, and I love the way they put the petals around that base. I do think it's a well-constructed warmer. It is $55, and it is that heavier glass. So I think if you like a bare bulb warmer, then your choice would be the periwinkle petals. It does have that heavier dish also, which is something that I may want to test out and see if that impacts performance, because this is a much lighter dish. but I'm not sure that that would impact performance. So I think it's going to come down to like what you want. Yeah, we can even see here the difference, I think, in the weight of the glass. So Periwinkle Petals has a heavier glass, whereas Wildflower is, kind of less heavy. And then when you look at the light diffusion, though, to me, it's just night and day. I'm not sure if it's going to really show on camera because, mosaics do tend to flourish, but this, to me, the Periwinkle Petals is a bare bulb. It's just like a bare bulb warmer, and this is a diffused warmer. So for me, for my personal use, I would be far more likely to use and love the Wildflower warmer, and I will likely just have the Periwinkle Petals for people to kind of look at and explore in person. Now, this is the Fleur de Lis Element Warmer. It's a new shape for a ceramic element warmer. It has the indicator light to let you know when it's on, like all element warmers do. I was surprised at the coloration here. I thought it was going to be more white, but it's a beautiful stone gray. I do think the dish is of ample size. I'll have to check it with cotton cleanups later, but it's a really nice scale dish. I think it lives somewhere between the size of the Mod Warmer, which was a plastic warmer, and the Milk Glass Warmer, which is my favorite element warmer that's like a simple element design. I do think the styling here is beautiful. I will say that as beautiful as this is only a 9-watt element warmer, and I do tend to like 10 watts and up on my element warmers. It's definitely not disqualifying for me, but I'm going to want to do a warmer watch to see how well it heats up. This seashell warmer is also a 9-watt warmer. It's got a beautiful texture on the outside that really is reminiscent of a seashell, but I love that it has the smooth, easier to clean glaze on the interior where the wax will be. That's a big plus to me. One thing that might be a challenge though is the oval shape. So if you're using the large cotton cleanup, you would probably want to lay it angled on its side like this. You can see in the Fleur de Lis, the large cotton cleanup would fit nice and snugly, whereas you'd probably want to angle the large cotton cleanup. Of course, cotton balls are always a good option. And if you're doing the cotton cleanup method, which is not my preferred method for Scentsy Wax, I like to scoop out my Scentsy Wax, but I do use cotton cleanup sometimes. I think for the seashell, I would use this smaller cotton cleanup or most likely cotton balls, just because I don't like having to angle up to that edge with the larger cotton cleanup. So in the seashell warmer, definitely I'm leaning cotton balls or smaller cotton cleanups just because of the textured exterior and all of that. But I do think both of these are lovely. They're beautifully styled. The detailing on the shell in particular is stunning in person. So I think if it is your aesthetic, either one of these, they are beautifully styled. We will have to see how performance is. I am hopeful. We will see. Let me know if you want to see a warmer watch, which one you would prefer to see first in warmer watch. I do think both of these warmers are aesthetically lovely. I do again think the Fleur de Lis coloration is a little different. I have included in my description box a link to my flip book. So you can take a sneak peek if you want at my flip book and see the upcoming spring and summer catalog. And let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear in the comments. What warmer are you the most excited about from the spring and summer launch? And if you've gotten your hands on any of these, what are your thoughts? Also, I'm super excited to tell you that I am just about 3/4 of the way through my warm reviews of the 10 new scents that are also in the spring summer catalog. So that video will be coming up shortly. Let me know in the comments, have you melted any of those scents yet? And if so, which one are you looking most forward to? Thanks so much for watching, guys.